Hi guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. Guess what? I got another new set of pencils. I think it's either EVAZAR or EVAZAR. I don't know. But if you guys have heard of this company, let me know down in the comments because I've never heard of it. They say they're based in London, and they say they're designed in London. The pencils were designed in London, but you can see like really tiny here that it says made in China. So I have tried these out already. I did open them up. I swatched them out last night and I put up a shorts video this morning, just doing a little sneak peek of what they looked like inside because I wasn't quite sure when I was going to get this video done. And I know a few of you guys were interested in seeing what the pencils look like and what were wondering what the colors look like. So I spent a little time today with them. And I'm going to say I do like them. It did work really nicely, the page I was doing. And let's just take a quick look at what this little sleeve says, in case we missed anything. It says that this product plants trees, 1 tree planted. It says, thank you, your purchase of this product supports global reforestation efforts to plant indigenous trees around the world. So that's nice. And it says, guarantee if your product does not perform properly, please contact us at, and it has the email address, and let us fix it. Now, I did kind of have a little bit of a problem with these pencils. I did try to email them, and I don't know if it's a problem on my end or their end, but the email I tried to send wouldn't go through. I went on their website and tried to contact them there. So hopefully I get an answer back from them. They don't even have these pencils up on their website. So I think these must be like really new. Though all the reviews on Amazon, there's only a few, and they're all from people in the UK. So they have these up on Amazon US as well as Amazon UK. What I thought was really cool about these, so there's 2 blacks. There's a rich black and an onyx black. So that kind of sold me a little bit too, because I thought that was really interesting. You don't usually see that in a budget set. And they have the little stripes at the end of the pencil. They're holographic. I don't know if I could get it in the light just enough so you guys can kind of see how it kind of sparkles a little bit. So I thought that was pretty. They're a 3.8 millimeter lead, which is on the thicker side, which I like. I like a 3.8 or a 4.0. Those are my more go-to pencils I like to use. It says the color name on the one side and then the number, which is Easy 001, and the back says EVAZAR London, or at least that's how I'm pronouncing it for now until I find out what the real pronunciation of the name is. So I like that they have consecutive numbers. They do go from 1 to through 130, and they do seem to be in a fairly good color family order, or at least a color order that I like. Well, except for I probably would have put these blacks at the end and I would have started with white, but I don't know if this is a mistake. 2 colors had the same color name, but they're different colors. There's 2 lavender blues in here. This one, number 49, and this one, number 66. So 2 lavender blues, but they're 2 different colors. So I thought that was weird. And this color too I thought was strange. It says slate gray, but it's purple. So I thought that was a little bit off too. But I do really like the color names. They have clotted cream. That's a little different. What's the other one? They have British racing green. And so a little bit different. But I did have a little bit of a mistake when I was swatching these out with this coral, and I did try to erase it a little bit. They're in kind of a reverse order. Well, at least to me, they're in like a reversed order. They start from right to left. My brain wants to go left to right. So when I was swatching them out, I was having a little bit of trouble remembering to go this way instead of this way. So I think I'm going to switch them around just so for my brain to be able to comprehend it. that's kind of why I didn't swatch them. Like I'll do a swatching video, like I'll do the swatching part in the review video, but I started off trying to do it. That's where I had messed this up. So I was like, just forget it. Let me just swatch them out and show you guys the swatches when I'm done. So if you want to get a closer look, I will post these up on my community tab after I finish making this video. This came with a swatch sheet stuck, you know, it was in the case like this. And that was this is one of my problems. Now I'm going to say the problems that I have with the set, but don't like get me wrong. I do like these pencils. It's just a few little minor problems I have with the set. Annoyances more than serious problems, but the swatch chart, thought it was pencil marks on here. And I thought, oh, I could just erase it, but it's not. It's actually the paint from the pencils rubbed off onto the swatch card. So there's little smudges of paint throughout this one side of the swatches, which I guess is not really a big deal, but like I said, it's kind of like an annoyance. Like it would have been nice if I could have gotten like a nice clean swatch. Yeah, so this was, I cut these into pages. These were like accordion style in here. I had a few issues with some of the pencil barrels. There were cracks in a few of them. Like this white has this really big crack going down here. And which was another one. It was a couple of greens. This one, peppermint, has like some kind of weird crack all the way at the end here a little bit. So, and it's a really strange cracks that they have. Like the white one, I kind of understand, like the barrels could have been like, you know, barrel split sometimes. But this one, it looks almost like it was sliced, like that. And this one was like that too, but after I had sharpened it, it kind of sharpened it away because it was sliced almost, had that same kind of like slice on this side too. At least this one seems fine now that I sharpened it, but you can kind of see where it had that little slice. But other than that, they all seem perfectly fine. And I only kind of bring that up because in the ad, they mention like a little comparison like between their pencil and a competitor pencil. And one of the points that they make is the quality of the wood that they use. So and I do think they're a little on the pricier side for a budget pencil, but not actually, well, not really, because it does include a case. I paid for them, what did I pay? They were $80 when I ordered them, but then there was a 20% off coupon. So they came to be about $63 with tax. And that now, as I'm doing this video, they went down like $10. I think they're $70, and maybe they might have the 20% off coupon still. I'm not sure, but yeah. So those were just a little things I found issue with the pencils themselves. But coloring wise, I thought they were really nice to color with. I'll show you what I colored. I colored this page. Now you're going to say, Crystal, what is this weird page you're colored? I had just so happened to have printed out a PDF onto a book page. I was planning on kind of doing this little project over the weekends before I got these pencils. And I wanted to print out a PDF on a book page because I thought it looked pretty. Like I've seen other people do it, like they'll put like a poem in the back or some sort of writing in the back. So I was like, oh, I want to try that. I see them on Etsy all the time. People sell them like as posters and stuff with like those vintage dictionary pages or encyclopedia pages. So I didn't want to rip out any of my actual books pages. So I remembered that they have books at the Dollar Tree. So I was like, oh, why don't I just go see if they have any good books I could rip out the pages. And I found this one. It's called The Garden Party. And I thought it was like aesthetic enough to print out a pages on it. You know, because it said the garden party. I was like, oh, that's cute. It's a lot of pages for $1.25. I could try it over and over again in case the first try doesn't work out. But I liked how it came out. I'm thinking I might maybe decoupage it onto something. I don't know, I was thinking maybe doing something for the background with it. But as you can see, this is like really, you know, it's like crappy paper. It's not good cardstock paper at all. And they layered really well. They are a wax-based pencil. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. There is a little bit of a wax dust. Harder you press, the more dusty it's gonna be, but I thought sharpened really nicely. I sharpened them pretty sharp, and I did have to keep sharpening them a lot to do the hair, but for a wax pencil, they kept the point pretty well. They're not as hard as like a Black Widow. That's kind of like how I judge my wax pencils, is like between like a Prismacolor and a Black Widow pencil. So definitely not as soft as a Prismacolor, but not as hard as a Black Widow. Oh. I thought maybe we would color, since I colored this page, it's not really like a typical page to color, I test out pencils for a video, so I thought maybe we would do something in this A Million Sea Creatures, like a little coloring, just to test them out, just so you guys can see how they work. And also for me, because I want to see how they work out in a regular coloring book. Now this is very smooth paper, and this is very like toothy, textured kind of paper. So that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to pick out some maybe reds and oranges for this little lobster, and we'll see how they work out. All right, so we're all done with our lobster, our little Mr. Lobster here. What do you guys think about how these pencils did? I really like them. I enjoyed using them. Let me show you what colors I used on the lobster. I did light coral and scarlet red and lava red. And then on this little water droplet, I did a few blues. I did Arctic blue, aquamarine, sky blue, Mediterranean blue, and then I blended a little bit with the white pencil. So even the white pencil I thought was pretty nice too. Usually the white pencil is kind of like a dud when you get budget sets, but this one I thought was pretty nice. And since we just did a little demonstration on how they work with a lot of white layers, I thought maybe we would just try out really quickly, like one color, like a straight color. I know not everyone likes to do like lots of layers and shading and highlighting and all that stuff. Sometimes you just want to, you just want to color. So I'm going to use this sunflower yellow, I think, and we'll color in this little starfish guy over here and see how they work with like a little bit of a heavier hand than I was using on my lobster. Oh, let me put this on steady so I'm not shaking you guys. Hold on. All right, so I just put you guys on super steady, just hopefully it'll keep from shaking too much. I am pressing a little bit harder with this pencil, but you can see here, it's nice. They're nice, just coloring with straight on their own. They're nice and smooth, saturated, so you don't have to go in and do tons of layers with them. You could just use them regular. Little water. What are we coloring this? This is, we'll use aquamarine. So these do come in a smaller set too. They come in a 24-piece set. So if you're not sure you want to spend the money right away on a big set, and if you're not sure you're going to like them, they do have the smaller 24 set you can get and try them out and see if you like them first. The prices keep changing. Every time I check it out, they changed the prices a lot at least since the time I've noticed that they were up on Amazon. But as I'm doing this today, this has been taking me a few days to do, but as I'm doing this part of the video right now, the 24 set is, oh, I have a piece of paper on here, I forgot. The 24 set is like $15.99 right now, and the big 130 set is $69.99 with a 20% off coupon. So I don't know if that's going to be the case when you're watching this, but just keep checking because it seems like they keep changing the prices. But I think $15.99 is a fair price for a 24 set of the pencils. I thought, like I was thinking about just getting the 24-piece set too, but then I was like, oh, well, what if I like them, and then I gotta go spend more money on the big set, because I would want to have all the colors. So I said, well, let me just get the big set and try them out. If I don't like them, I could always return them. But I do like them. Just a few little minor issues that aren't even really that big of a deal in the big picture. So I would like to hear what you guys think about these pencils. I like them. In my opinion, I think they're a nice set. We tried them out a little bit here, doing some light layering and blending, and we also tried just regular old street coloring with them, and I thought they did well in both cases. And they even did really great on this page from a book that's not even great paper. And I thought they worked out really well on that too. So I'm happy with them. I'm glad I got them. And if you have any questions, as always, you can leave me them down below in the comment section. And I hope you guys all have a really great day. Happy coloring, and I'll see you next time.